Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing in Yankee land? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Of course, it's Joe from Mania here in New York City. Pretty decent day. Looks like it might be a hot one. But I wish the Yankees would be hot and get hot. That might help us all. To be honest with you, looking forward to hopefully a good game today with Carlos Rendon against Jack Leiter. Hopefully, we'll get on the ball and we will definitely do well today. But before that, first of all, I want to wish everybody a good, very, very good and healthy morning. Grog, how you doing? Just Mix, Joseph Salvatore, Blaze 455. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, John K. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Also in our chat, Anna. Let's see, Bob Rizzo, John Ferrazzo. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing very, very well. Mike Miguel, how you doing, Miguel? How's it going? So as we get started this morning, I want to bring up our co-host for the morning, and that's going to be Evan. How you doing, Mr. Mark Teixeira? Young man, how you doing?
It could be better.
Yes, I know. Listen, before we start anything, our hearts go out to a very close friend of yours. I know he had an unfortunate situation with his dad. So our prayers, NY Yankee Mania, and prayers go out to your friend, you and the family, and God bless him, and God bless, let him rest in peace.
Thank you so much. Nobody deserves to lose.
Give your friend and the family our love and our support, and I will say a nice prayer to Saint Anthony today.
I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, of course, and we're definitely gonna miss you later. We are having our show is going to be more than likely around 6 o'clock today. Our post game show. And I totally understand. We'll miss you today, but you got to take care of what you got to take care of and be there with your friends and family. And hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow morning after this show.
Of course, I'll be here.
Awesome. As everybody could see, look at the strolling on the screen. We are very, very excited for our show with Lindsay Berra on August 13th. Everyone, it's a special live broadcast at 4:30. She is a sports journalist and a board member at the Yogi Berra, her grandfather's museum and learning center. And she has been kind enough that she's going to be joining us live here on NY Mania for a very special broadcast, 4:30 on August 13th. And this is all courtesy of Nitin and his team, and we really appreciate it. And the next day is our great conversation with Caterina Michio, and she's going to talk about. She's a big time actress. She's been in the movie The Wrestler. She's won about 8 awards. She's a filmmaker and an incredible. When I mean incredible artist, I mean incredible. And she's got a great story to tell. She's got publications and all kinds of good stuff. So there's a lot that is going on here at NY Yankee Mania. The subscriptions to subscribe has now gone down to 25%. And I thank you guys. It's still a little high for you listening. There's an average watch of almost 52 minutes. So you guys know who you are. 52 minutes. All you have to do is come on NY Yankee Mania for 1 minute, probably even less than that. Come on, subscribe. You can press the like button, and I really, really appreciate it because, like I said, we get to 500 subs, and some lucky winner in the chat is going to win $100. So that's going to happen. That's going to happen the minute we get to 500 subs, and there may be another surprise or two along with that. So, and I thank each and every one of you. And don't forget one other thing. I mean, because there's so much going on. Don't forget my other channel, everyone. Total Turnbuckle Talk about wrestling with my co-host TJ. The likes and the subscriptions are building. Thank you, everyone. Look at all the shorts. He does an incredible job. And when we do have some breaking news and stuff on there. So I would love it if you go and check out and press the like button and subscribe. Now that we got all that business out of the way for now, Evan, let's talk about a few things. Of course, obviously, last night we had an incredibly crazy chat. There were a lot of people that viewed our show last night, and thanks again to everyone. And Yankees it just amazes me. I mean, I was reading articles this morning. Should Boone be fired? He's not going to get fired. Should he be fired? He's not going to get fired. What is your interpretation with 48, 49 games left?
What I think is, I don't know what's going to turn this around. I mean, we've seen what's happened in the past when they've done things like this. They usually either fall out in the wild card or they don't make the playoffs at all. I just don't see a pathway of getting there and going on a run. I don't see it with this manager, with this GM, and with the philosophy that we have. And it's just they're not willing to make any changes. And when you're not willing to do that, it's hard. It's hard to win.
Good morning, Miguel Batista. It's a fire Boone kind of morning. Oh, okay. We have a lot of Miguels here. How you doing, Miguel? So everyone is talking about releasing Williams. What do you think about that? No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Listen, we've held out with to pitches for years that did even a lot worse than what he's doing. No, not my opinion. No, Evan, what do you feel? How do you feel about that? Good morning, Ken, and good morning, FJ. How you doing? Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna release Williams. If they were gonna plan on releasing him at some point, they might as well have traded him at the deadline, try to get something back for him. I don't think releasing does any good. I mean, I think we have the closer depth now, but it would still be useful if we get into a postseason spot to have him be there just in case we need him for a bullpen start or a bullpen spot.
Yeah, no, I agree. Guys, what is your feeling in the chat? I mean, realistically, in your heart, should Boone get fired? Knowing that there's a lot of analytics going on, should he stay the rest of the year at this point? What are you guys feeling? I mean, really feeling in your way. John the Beagle Dad says no, don't fire him. And you know what? And Just Mix says no, don't fire him. With 48, 49, I mean, it's not going to change everything. If the Yankees are going to change, they got to do everything with analytics. They need a sit down with, I don't care who, the coaches, the manager, the GM, the owner, board members, and they have to make a decision. Are they going to go back to the old-fashioned way and have scouts and then bring in information and they work a little bit more than normal, or do we stay with this analytics stuff and we may not win for a very long time? Evan, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think mainly in our front office, it's all the analytical guys that Cashman has hired. I don't think they've done a good enough job at all to overcome this team's problems. The two former guys that we hired, that Cashman hired, were Brian Sabian and Omar Minaya. I think they were previous. Well, Brian Sabian was a GM, and I think Omar Minaya was a scout, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should have more say in the front office, and they should have more control and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. A new person in the chat, Dave O. New York Yankees denial at the top of the organization is as bad as the Democratic Party. Okay. All right. I'm not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Danny, welcome back to the stream. We will have to wait somewhere. We would have to wait somewhere in the future to win a World Series. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. The Yankees are going to have to regroup and retool. And I don't know if it's so much a lot of players, but every player's got to be evaluated. What exactly do they want in 2026? And is Spencer Jones going to be a part of this team? They have to make a decision. Maybe George Lombard, but what happens if he has an incredible spring next year? Do they possibly bring him around? That's a possibility. I mean, the Yankees, unless they and I hate it. I hate saying it, but unless they check every box, it ain't happening. They're not going to come up. There could be 9 boxes, Evan, and 8 of them are checked. If there's one minor box that's not checked, they're not bringing him up. They're not bringing him up, and that's a known fact. That is a known fact. So
it's a big problem.
What do you do? I mean, before they can even think about Spencer Jones or Lombard, they gotta fill the house. They've got to clean this house. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that? Yeah, Danny, I'm well aware. I was at that World Series in 2009. Believe me, it still seems like it was yesterday, but it's been a long time ago. And, I want that feeling again. I love that World Championship feeling. I got a taste of it again last year. Unfortunately, it went sour. But, knowing that they were in the World Series, you only hope that they would move forward. And unfortunately, they took a very, very bad backwards, a very step, that was very bad. And that's a shame because this team with Aaron Judge should be better. There's no question. A change in manager, bench coach, third base coach are needed along with the change in the analytical mindset. Couldn't have said it better, Grok. Could not say it better. That is a very, very, do you agree with that?
100%. 100%. We don't just need coaching changes. We need front office changes. And it starts with going there. And, they talked about going through an audit last year. If you were going to do that, why not just fire everyone? Because obviously something wasn't working. And they ended up doing absolutely nothing about it. And we see the same results.
Oh, yeah. Danny goes, someone should be fired in the offseason if the Yankees don't make the postseason. Oh, you could rest assured on that one, Danny. If there's one thing that I do know is they will fire. They will definitely go on all cylinders. And, a couple people text me last night and turned around and said, it may not be the worst thing in the world for the Yankees to miss the playoffs. So I said, well, why? And they turned around and they said, because we're guaranteed changes, Joe. We're guaranteed.
No.
But there's no guarantee if they're going to change their philosophy. You could change any guy you want. You could put Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck there. The problem is if they're still going with the philosophy of a lot of analytics, what's going to change?
Yeah.
You can have anybody you want running the team. It won't change. I can go and manage. You can go and manage. Anybody can go and manage. But if they have the same mindset, it's not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Landon, welcome back to the stream. I was born in 2008. The World Series, I've seen the Yankees was last year, and losing year tore me up. Yeah, Landon, it's going to happen. Listen, I've seen the Yankees win World Series, and I've seen them lose it. It's losing is, I mean, it's still a good year. You know, it's overblown that it's World Series or nothing. I think that's more of a media type deal that's been blown away because it's not true. When you get to the World Series, it was a good year. You're still the American League champions. You may not, and you may not think so because we won our 28th World Series.
Yeah,
But just
Landon.
think about the teams that have none, two, three. Think about those teams,
Yeah,
and you're way better off than those teams are.
yeah. It was. Yeah, I can understand what Landon is saying here. I mean, it was the first time that a lot of us younger fans saw them actually win a pennant, which was nice. We were hoping that it came sooner, but we're happy that it was finally last year. But at the end of the day, we didn't win, and
What
we
I
had the
really,
opportunity to.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but good morning, Charles. How you doing? Um, when they got the rings for the pennant, John Carlos Stanton says, "Hey, please don't get used to that. You could put it on with pride, but we've got a lot more work to do. So don't get comfortable with just that ring." And I thought that was a great comment. But you know what? It should have come. It also should come from Aaron Judge. Now maybe he said it. The media didn't talk about it, but that's got to come from your team captain too. He's got to make a statement that we can't just relax on the morals. We got to go out there and we got to do what we got to do to win this championship and play hard for our manager and thank the GM for getting reinforcements. That's what the Yankees have to show pride in. And stop with this, Chaz, fighting with every umpire. Chaz, not every one of those calls are in your favor. There are calls that are call strike threes. I mean, you got to go back and look at the tape. What do you have those iPads for? Take a look. I mean, in all fairness, yes, the umpiring crews have been stinky, but you got to call a spade a spade. They're right sometimes.
Yeah,
And you got to stop with this complaining. That's
I
all
have a
you
big
do.
problem with Jazz. Jazz, I have a big problem with him. When sometimes he doesn't act like a team player. We saw against, I think it was the Reds, where he got ejected after arguing balls and strikes, and it was the next inning, and he kept talking to the umpire. Like we can't have that happen. You're not gonna put yourself over the team. It's not
No,
right.
100% right. And also, right now to talk about the team, we have, of course, Mr. Everything of the show. He's everywhere, and this time he's sitting down, which is cool. And that's on our media. Nitin, we're going to bring him up, and he'll give his thoughts on what the Yankees are going to do and where do we go from here.
What's up?
Nitin, good morning. How you doing, big guy? Good morning.
Morning. What's up, Evan? What's up, Joe? Good
What's up,
morning,
man?
everyone. Good morning, everyone in the chat. How you guys doing? Uh, Man, shout out to everyone thank you everyone for the support and
By the way, let me be the first to tell you we missed you last night.
I was in the middle of this middle of something.
Yes,
So,
it was a great stream, but you were definitely missed. A lot of people wanted your opinion, and I'm glad that you're here in the morning here to help out and to speak your mind. Go ahead, Nathan. It's all yours.
yeah. So, um, Joe, I don't know, Joe and Evan. I want to bring out something that I noticed. I've been noticing in these post game press conferences. I don't know if you guys noticed when Judge speaks at the post game press conference, post game show or interviews. Have you noticed that he smirk he has a laughing smirk after every answer?
Yes.
I have noticed that a lot. Yeah,
I don't like that because especially even I mean I don't mind him if they win, but in the loss he still does. I don't know about what I don't know why he does that, but I've noticed a laughing smirk after um, every answer. I mean after he answers the questions in the loss, and I don't like that. And he's our captain. He needs to be more.
Proactive.
more, yeah. And I think I agree with you, Joe. I think not Stanton. He needs to be the one to to talk more in the clubhouse because he is the captain of the team. The Yankees believe that's why the Yankees believe in him. I was shocked that they gave him the captain thing. I thought Jeter was going to hold that for a while. I'm surprised they gave him the captain. So he needs to hold up to his standards, and I don't like that. I don't like that laughing smirk after a loss. Like, you agree with me?
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. But Nathan, to be totally honest with you, I am so sick of those press conferences. I look at it later. I don't. First of all, we're usually on the air, but if we're not on the air and I'm listening to it, I bang my head. I mean, I'm saying it's the same thing. But now, like you said, he's got this smirk. I really think that if the Yankees lose today, I got a strange feeling he's going to get fired today. I don't know why, but I'm telling you right now, he goes into they go into Yankee Stadium tomorrow. They are going to get booed right out of that stadium because there's no excuse to this. You lost 3 to the Marlins, and you're on the verge of losing 3 to Texas. So you're coming back with a 6-game losing streak, maybe out of the playoff picture for one day at least. And yeah, Danny, he's making excuses, but he's got to do that somehow. He's not going to go in front of the camera and say, "Yeah, we stink. So what's your next question?" Yeah, this guy's got a bad problem with attitude. He can't do that, and he won't do that. He's in a very, very tough situation right now.
Hey, what's up, Christopher?
I would not want to be the Yankee. I would not want to be in Boone's shoes right now. I'm sorry. There's one guy right now who should be on top of the world, and right now he doesn't know where to hide. And
I agree 100%.
That's really a big problem.
And
what's up, Christopher? Welcome to the chat. I like your thumbnail with the Syracuse helmet.
Oh, okay. I watched Aaron Boone's press conference yesterday, and last night he acts mad. He says our new mindset now is we've got to win. Well, that's a start, Landon. Thank you. That's a start.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, where's the fire in this team?
They're too lackadaisical. They think they're just going to turn it around magically. They think they're going to go on a run where they'll kill the ball, they'll score 10 runs a game, and they're just going to win every game. And they think that will turn it around. I mean, it's not going to work like that. Analytics show that if you do that, you're most likely to be shut down for the next couple of games. It's not going to work like that. Another thing on Aaron Judge. Who did he advocate last year for? Anthony Rizzo and Alex Verdugo.
Yeah.
2 major problems of the team that should have been addressed either at the trade deadline in the offseason, and there should have been a lot more better preparation going into this season and previous seasons too. And yeah, Nathan, you hit it on the head with Aaron Judge in the press conference. We don't like to see that. We want to see him be a captain, a leader, take accountability. When is he going to get together with these guys and have a private meeting, or at least have separate conversations with every one of the players to let them know what the standard is? Because the standard is not losing, and we won't accept that here.
Yeah, and Evan, you hit it on the head too, right there. And I want to bring up another tough question for both of you and the chat. So something has to happen ASAP. Something needs to change. But do you guys think if Devin Williams continues his struggles, will there come a time where we need to start having discussions whether or not to release him or DFA him?
That's a great question.
Chat, you can answer that too if you want. So,
right now everybody's so angry. They more than likely that they're going to talk. Go get rid of him. But how can you get rid of somebody who's had incredible stats for the last 4 or 5 years?
Okay.
I think he's a goner. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure if you could really do that right now. Could you imagine his value if he gets TFA'd? He'll have no value in the winter.
I know what team. One team could be interested, and
Which is
the Phillies.
the Phillies. Yeah,
They need.
but the Phillies did pick up. They picked up
Lutarino.
right.
Yeah.
So they did get. They are.
What's up, Ken?
Ken says. You have no clue what Judge is doing behind closed doors. Well, it can't be very much, Ken.
Well, Ken, the video they always post a video on Yes Network. Whoever talks to the media, and the Judge video I saw yesterday, he was laughing and smirking. I don't know if you saw it. It's clearly sees Judge smirking. I mean, with the laugh. You can go check it out, Ken, on Yes Network. It's there.
And listen, Nitin is telling the truth here, guys. There's no sugar. And listen, and the mild-mannered Jack Curry, we haven't touched about him. He's talking as if our manager's going to get canned.
You know what? I'm going to send the link. I'm going to send Ken the link so he sees it.
Yeah, because we have to.
I'm fed up about. I'm fed up. I'm starting to. You know what? I am fed up.
Wow.
People think I'm serious because people think this is Yes Network does a great job of posting post game interviews. I'm telling you right now, whoever runs that page does a great job.
Yeah. Now 99 says Jack Curry is fed up with Boone. Yeah, I don't care who he's fed up with, but for him to come out because he's so mild-mannered, one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet in your life, for him to do that, there's big problems with this team, and we're not just talking out of like people say we're not supposed to bash them or anything. It's not a question of bashing them; it's just telling the truth. Listen. Nitin is around these people more than all of us.
Yeah.
He knows, guys. So, I mean, how do you can't disagree with what the man is saying and what I'm saying. I've been around the team for 30 years. I know what goes on in the locker rooms. I know what I see. And I'm telling you, it's not very good. The Yankees are not they're not doing the professionalism that George Steinbrenner put into this team. Now, am I blaming Hal? No. But he's got to come down. He's got to come down to earth and say, enough. Now, what are we going to do? And I mean,
if like I said, if Bones continues to struggle, there has to be discussions of releasing him. I do really believe that there has to be discussions.
Right, and again, Youngster, you totally have good opinion. All the years choking and doing pathetic job, Cashman and Hal are a joke. Okay, well sometimes they're okay, but a lot of the times they're not. And, I don't want to bash them, but are they really doing, is it a good job or a bad job? I mean, and you can't just say, well, they spent the money, but how did they spend the money? Where did they spend the money? They don't want to give an opportunity. Austin Wells has not played well, guys, and we all know that. And anybody that says, oh, you got to stick with him, they're sticking with these guys, and they're falling deeper and deeper out of the race, at least first place for that matter. So,
guys, I sent the link in the chat if you want to see the Aaron Judge thing.
Oh, yeah, everybody, if you want to see, if you want to believe what or not believe about Aaron Judge interview, take a look at that. Take a look at Nitin Sports Russ's link, please. Yankees stir again. All the Cashman big signings since 2017 have been pathetic. Rodon, Fried, 2 chokers, first base, their playoffs career, Rizzo and Goldie, 2 washed-up scrubs. Well, I mean, listen, Goldie started out very well, and then he went on a 5-month hiatus. He's starting to hit the ball now. Rizzo, because of the concussion, Rizzo was playing very well, guys.
He was great.
I mean, yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Rizzo was playing well until he got hit in the neck. When that happened, he completely turned it off. He couldn't do it anymore. And obviously he still can because he can't get a job. There's not one, could it be possible not one team could reach out to him and say, hey, listen, we'll give you an incentive-laden contract. Come and play for us. Yeah, it's true, Youngster. I know you've been saying DFA Goldie since 4th of July, and I'm hearing you. I am totally hearing you. Luis Ariz has some concussions as Rizzo and wasn't affected. Okay, but Rizzo had he had other issues though. He has the back, he has the neck.
Youngster, don't. That's not right.
What was that?
No, about Rizzo right here. You just posted something about Rizzo. Don't say that about Rizzo.
No, Youngster, don't say that. He's one of the nicest guys, and I wouldn't even be a bit surprised if he.
Guys, Joe mentioned this yesterday in the chat. How many times do we have to go through this about negative comments and you guys are crazy, man. This chat is man. You guys don't get. You don't listen. I'm telling you right now.
Youngster,
Joe has been telling you 1,000 times about this. Joe, right, Joe? You've been telling me.
No, I agree with you. 99 says, Nitin, I honestly saw the video of Rizzo yelling at a kid.
What?
He's. I know. You're right about that. So listen, there's 2 sides of the story and then the truth. But the bottom line is, the Yankees last year into the World Series went in with 2 positions that were basically non-existent.
First of all, why are we talking about Rizzo? We're talking about the Yankees right now. Forget about Rizzo.
Right. And you're right. You're 100% right. I mean, listen, at least we're lucky enough that they bring in players. Look at the teams that don't do anything. That don't do anything at all. The Yankees sometimes get players that they want everything in back of their baseball cards.
Gangster, you better stop, man. I'm fed up about you too.
Yeah, like I say, the bottom line is, if you're a Yankee fan, you gotta start thinking a little bit positive. We know that there's a lot of stuff going on with this team right now, but if we're not there, listen, they do have quite a few problems. But what do you suggest they do with 49 games left? What do you want them to do? Even if they get rid of the manager, all the coaches, by the time the other manager gets situated, the year's over. So at this point, you gotta take what the Boone and company is going to give you.
Go
ahead. It's worth a shot.
I mean, obviously, everybody wants Boone gone, but what is Brad Osmus going to do? If he takes over, nothing. So
at least he has some experience.
Yeah,
he's been a manager before.
I know that. But in my opinion, I think they should wait and then find a new guy.
I agree, but they're not going to do that in August. I don't know.
Yeah,
not going to happen.
Well, 99 says something interesting. Our starting pitchers aren't going deep into the games.
That's true,
and this is a real problem. Yes, good for you, 99. That was a good. Like that a lot, 99. You're right. It's a lot of pressure on our bullpen, without a doubt. And again, the players they got after Juan Soto, and they keep beating that in the drum. They did the best they could by getting the Bellingers and giving Dominguez a shot and Trent Grisham and all of that. They got what they thought was going to help this New York Yankee team. and it was going well until Garrett Cole went down. This one went down. That one went down. It just happens. Injuries are part of the team, are part of the game. Did the Yankees know Garrett Cole was going to go down for the whole year and not coming back till next May or June? And some people will say, oh, they knew that. What are you talking about? How can they know that? They're not going to put him out there in spring training and kill his arm. He passed his physical. And then that happened to him. So, how can anybody say that? They just put him out there. You think they're paying the guy what, $200 million? You think they want him to get hurt? No way. Richard, let's bring Richard's concept out here. I do not blame Boone, and I do not blame Cashman. They can only put the talent out there, but the talent does not play. What can they do? They have to reevaluate little by little. It doesn't matter. Youngster, I'm going to put this up. They gave Boone a lifetime job after firing Girardi, who carried the team of scrubs of 7 games. Okay. Since the Boone made the mockery out of, since that was made a mockery out, but Boone could only do what he's given.
What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean Browning, how you doing? He can only do what he's given. So if you go to Boone and you say, okay, you're gonna have this one, and this one, if they don't perform, it's not his fault. And that's up to the general manager and the rest of the crack staff to do something about it. Now they went out and they got a lot of relievers. To get a starting pitcher, the Yankees weren't willing to give up their number 1 and number 2 prospects. In a way, I can't blame them for that. They've been burned so many times. Do you want to see Spencer Jones at 50 homers somewhere else? I don't. I'm sick of it. They gave up Fred McGriff, and the guy became basically a superstar. And I'm sick of it. They gave up Jay Buhner for nothing, for a guy who was washed up. Buhner played, 15 years with the Mariners, and he helped them get into the playoffs and do all these great things. So I can't blame the Yankees for being gun shy. I really can't. So, I mean, really. Understand that. But the Jays are having listen, they have a lot of guys that are playing well. I mean, look at their outfield. All the young guys that the Jays brought up are playing very well. Very well. And, there's nothing you can do about that. Bouchette has stayed healthy, and he's having a pretty good year. And all the other guys that they have on there are having really good years. Then they got a catcher who's clutch. Mm-hmm. Do we have a catcher that's clutch? No.
If you guys remember last year, the Blue Jays, when they were out of it last year, they brought up most of their prospects. And they made some good trades, too, to kind of retool for the following season, for this year. And what's the difference? I mean, the Yankees did that in 2023 when they brought up Dominguez and Wells and Peraza, Pereira, all these guys, Florial. Mm-hmm. But what happens, the difference is, 1, we don't have a good manager. 2, we don't have a good general manager. And the guys aren't going to be put in successful situations to succeed if they're not getting consistent playing time. They'd rather have platoon guys than have guys that the future of the team.
I agree, and I don't agree with some of the things you just said. Brian Cashman was a good GM. The problem with him, the game has evolved, and I don't think that he's keeping up with the times with that. So I'm not going. Times have changed. Everything has changed from even 5 years ago. You have that dopey rule in the 10th inning of the phantom runner at second base. The Yankees very, very rarely make good on that. The Yankees don't. I mean, it's not Boone's fault that they have a man on second. All right, maybe you can make him bunt. But a lot of times these guys that are up there can't bunt. They can't bunt. And they can't move the runner to third. They don't hit. They hit and run. They get thrown out. It's whatever could go wrong with this team is going wrong. I mean, again, I'm not giving Boone a pass, but what I'm saying is he can only do so much. Do I agree with the change of the lineups? Absolutely not. I want a steady lineup for 10 games, and then let's see where we go with that. That is, I don't understand. Nobody asked him about that, and I don't know. Maybe it's a written rule. Do not ask Boone about the lineup. I have no idea. I haven't been in the locker room situation for 2 years, so I don't know. So if they don't want it, I don't understand it myself. Why doesn't somebody say, why do you change? Why is the lineup this way? Why is it when a guy gets 3 hits, he usually doesn't play the next day? So these are now, is that analytics doing that? Or is that Boone doing that? Once we know for sure, then you guys, if it's Boone, then you have the right to yell and scream. But do we really know that? Ex-players have been on here this show saying Boone is not managing 75% of the time. So what do you want to believe? You want to believe an ex-player? Or you want to just believe what you see on TV?
Yep.
Think about it, guys. That makes sense. I mean, come on. Let Jack Curry should be the Yankee manager. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I don't think he'll take that. I doubt it. But really, guys, we have to make a You have to make a determination. You can't go back and forth. Either you think that Boone is managing, or you think it's analytics doing 75% of the job. And if analytics, now let me ask you something. Let's say they were really truthful and they said, yeah, we go with analytics. Are you going to blame Boone?
No, you got to blame the front office, Joe.
Right.
And you got to blame, what's his name? Mike Fishman, whoever runs the analytic department. Yeah. We have to blame him.
He's a big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem.
Youngster, with you saying Freedom Rendon, at least they got them. Who would you have wanted them to replace? At the time that they signed these guys, they were the best available. You can't just say because you're the Yankees, all right, let's get a young Verlander, let's get a young Paul Skeens, you can't do that. Sometimes you got to go with what's available and hope for the best. Gave him 8 years, but he gets him in you solidified your number 1, number 2, and number 3 starters. Mike Fisherman can be seen 99% of the time playing terms with Sanjay. Come on now. This is it's a warning. You're going on. You're going on a timeout, Sanjay. You can't do that. You can't be saying things like that. Ridiculous. We have young kids on here. Would you want to do that in front of your kids? Stop it.
Again, I'm going to tell you guys, Joe told everyone yesterday also. And Yankster, you need to know better too.
I mean, really. I keep telling everybody, as you know, this is a morning show. And we love each and every one of you to be on here. But I will not tolerate, we have 8% of our audience is less than 17 years old, guys, right now, because there's no school. So please be careful with what you say, okay? Because they go to their family and say, oh, I was watching this show, and they're saying this, and this, Mommy and Daddy. and then we get the nail. What do you allow on your show? So stop it.
Hey guys, I don't know why you guys don't get it through your heads and you don't listen. You got to start. All of you guys are gonna get banned. Most of you guys are keep doing all these comments. We're here to talk baseball, have fun. And Joe has been telling you guys this for a while. We cannot repeat it yourself, and we cannot keep repeating ourselves. And if you see one more, okay, Joe, I'm gonna come up with a new rule. Ready for this? Okay, if someone says a bad comment or whatever, you're gone. That's it. Just get rid of him. Don't let him come back. That's it. Done. That's all.
I'm being
not a video game, guys.
Nice as possible. I'm not so quick to get rid of you to get rid of somebody.
No,
but we have a wonderful chat
Joe,
and just a few people.
Yeah, Joe. If someone is disrespectful, again, let him. Do not ever bring him back. That's it. You got to ban him. Done. That's it. Do not bring him back. All right, Joe.
Appreciate
you guys
it.
got to be respectful. We're not in a video game here. This is real talk. We're trying to do this for you guys, and we want you guys to have a good time. But just please be respectful and don't.
And not only to us, but
others.
the other people in the chat, because everybody has an opinion. We respect your opinion. Just keep it normal. Keep it like you're talking to your kid or you're talking to your people, your wife, your husband, all of that. That's all we ask. You wouldn't want to be treated differently. You want to be treated with respect. Well, then give a little respect. And it's only a couple of you. The rest of the chat is fantastic. And I appreciate it. People attacked viewers on this show from day one.
Yankster, there is a point. Well, you got to be more respectful, Yankster. It's crazy. And you got to stop calling players names also.
It's one thing to discuss about the team. It's another thing to bash them. Remember, this is their livelihood. Do you work? Well, if you work.
You can be real, Yankster, but you got to do it in a respectful way.
Right. That's all we ask. I don't want to put anybody on a timeout. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I really don't. I respect you guys. You respect us.
Yankster, you got to stop, please.
It doesn't matter, Yankster. It's not happening here.
You get rid of him next, Joe. I'm telling you right now. You don't want to.
99 says, and 99 has really changed, positive. And I appreciate that. Guys, I honestly feel bad for Williams. And so do I. And we all do. We all do. And I really think it goes back to that home run against Alonso. I don't think he's over that. I really don't. And the thing is, on top of that, he gets traded to New York, which is pressure on top of pressure. And that's a big thing. This guy's been through hell and back. And I know that he's muffed up some games for us and everything, but really, I mean, it's not. Things happen. Things happen. And he has feelings just like us. That's what I'm saying, 99. That's excellent. You have really turned the corner. We're very proud of you. You have really turned the corner, and everybody should take an example from you, because you're finally understanding that this isn't life; it's entertainment.
Hey, Yolo.
Hey, Yolo, how you doing? How's it going? He doesn't want to be here. Snow says, "Okay, so then leave." But I don't want to be the bad guy and get rid of you. But. If you don't agree with the content and all of that, take a time out. Maybe come back in better days. I don't want to see anybody go. I'm telling you, I care about each and every one of you. You've really helped the show out. But, let's be respectful. That's all we ask.
Max 99, I agree with you. The season's not over yet. We got 48 games out. We got to take it day by day. That's it. That's all. And it's up to the players.
Right.
to play better,
Right.
to perform at their level. And obviously, who's pitching today for us?
Rodon,
Rodon. Okay, yeah, Rodon. Okay, good. And then for the Rangers, I think it
Jack
was
Leiter.
Jack Leiter. Yep. Yeah. So hopefully the Yankees can hopefully start something here and get some momentum back. But you know what's funny about the series is Boone is going against his brother, and also Jack Leiter is going against Mark Leiter.
Yeah, right. That's pretty.
That's
You know something though, guys. Last Thursday, and when we were on for over 10 hours, we made those trades. Everybody was so happy.
all right, Angster.
Oh
Why
my
you bring
God! Look at this bullpen. Look at that's what we. Unfortunately, they lost 5 in a row.
Yankster? Why you bring up the past? We don't want to talk about the past anymore, dude.
That's not going to bring back the World Series. It ain't. It's not happening. Right now, we're lucky we got in there. Now we've got to try to be lucky to get into the playoffs. And instead of us, hey, Mr. Met, how you doing?
Hey, Just, hey, Jay Snow.
Mr. Met says, let's stop calling players scrubs. It's not right. Very good, Mr. Met. Excellent.
Well said. Well said.
Lou says, season is over. Put a cork in
It's
play.
not over, guys. It's not over.
Easy teams to get possible playoff spots is hilarious.
All right, get rid of Mr. Yankee World.
Get rid of him?
Yeah, look at his comment.
Okie doke. He's gone. Season is done. Boone is still the manager. Okay. Listen, we don't mind you saying that. As long as
48 games left.
What?
We're still in the playoff, guys. We are still in the playoff race. Come on, man. 48 games left. Anything can happen here. I'm telling you right now, the players need to start playing better. They have to hold themselves accountable, and they need to start playing better. And it's not the coach's fault. It's not the coach's fault. It's the players. They need to play better. That's it. If they start playing better, then they win games. And the bullpen needs to step up. That's another thing. And then Boone needs to do a better job of handling this bullpen.
Richard, it's not like we're saying you can't criticize the player. It's the way the people criticize.
This is ridiculous.
It's the way you want to say, well, this guy's not playing well. I mean, what's going on? That's the way to say it. Not that they're scrubs, not that they're crumb. Listen, they have a family. They have kids. They have mothers and fathers, just like we all do. And there's no reason to keep hopping and calling them names. It's a game. It's a game. That's all it is. It's entertainment. Okay, so Frieda's he's a career underperformer in the playoff career.
Well,
okay, but that's your opinion. I understand that. I don't have a problem with that. But don't call them names. There's no reason for it. You made the statement. Fine.
Crazy.
You have a right to. They have Nathan. They have a right to the opinion. It's that they can't call them names. Not everybody you're gonna come in contact with. You're gonna care for, but you have to be realistic.
Wilkin, okay, fine. They're paid millions. You cannot call them names, man. They have to start playing better. That's it. Done. You don't have to.
If the Yankees are playing good, would you be calling them names? Maybe you find something else wrong. The Yankees are still in a playoff mode, guys. Why are we being first place is first place? We don't get it.
All right, get rid of Mike. Okay. There's another. Get rid of Mike. Right here. Okay. This is crazy.
No, first of all, that's not true. Yeah. And next of all, if you bring politics in here, you're gone.
No, get rid of him now. Joe, I made a new rule. You got to do it. Evan, this is crazy, man.
It happens.
Guys, I don't know anymore. I think we're all losing our minds. I don't know what to say.
The Yankees need to win a game. That's what it comes down to, guys. That's what it comes down to.
SJ, we're not going to can we get it? We're not today. Joe, all right, this is gonna be up to you. Do you want more people on here or no?
No, we're going to keep it this way for today. They choked the 8-game lead. Yes, okay, that I understand. That's fine to say. I don't have a problem with that. Listen, you are able to speak your mind. Just don't bash people. No, it's okay. If they play well, I won't call them bad. That's surprising. Well, I'm just saying, speak your mind. Just do it clearly. Understand the audience here, guys.
You guys are not understanding our point, which is crazy. But
well, let's get a nice point here. Charles says, "I love you guys."
Thank you, Charles.
Joe Nitin, and
Charles.
Evan. Thank you very much, Charles. Lenny, positive vibes. The Yankees play all the teams they need to play to get to the playoffs. Thank you, Lenny. This is what we want to hear. Yeah. Positive energy. If you keep on bad energy, you're going to get bad energy. Not only with the Yankees, but in life, period. You got to start thinking positive, guys. You know, I mean, really. Let's see. Joseph Salvatore. Hey, good morning. Score. How you doing?
Hey, Joseph. Hey,
it's a rough time for New York baseball right now. I agree with you. The Mets are in a little better position, but they're not playing well. They're not, and they got an owner it was a 15 billionaire. Even Baego told me since May the summer choke was coming. The boat and right, okay, that's fine, Yankster. You do that, we have no problem with that because you do. A scrub is not a personal attack; it's a direct comment on the ability to play ball.
Yeah.
It's borderline. It's borderline. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying that's allowed, but okay. But worse than that, no. I would really appreciate, and you know, I'm sick and tired of going over this. It's only a couple of you. Everybody else has been beautiful. We have over 40 people in the eye right now, and it's only a couple that are making the life not very nice to younger people. That's all. That's all we're asking. I'm just letting the season go by thinking about the world, not thinking about the World Series or playoffs at the moment. Well, that's right. Should the Yankees have signed Hader? What do you think?
Well, that's in the past now. I don't know. At that time, he cost a lot of money. I don't think it would have been a.
Well, he wasn't very good with Houston in the beginning. Yeah. So yeah, you know, it's possible.
Well, speaking of having a meltdown, what about those Mets having a meltdown, losing 7 out of the 8? That's crazy.
That's another thing. Evan, what are your thoughts on all of this? I mean, as far as what the Mets are doing, what New York baseball is right now, it's not in a very good position. What do you think?
Yeah, guys, it's bad right now. I've heard a lot of Mets fans criticize their manager as well as we have. We've been doing it for longer because we see the same redundant stuff every year. But with Carlos Mendoza as the Mets manager, there's not many differences between him and Aaron Boone right now. And I think the Mets fans have a right to complain as well as we do. Obviously, Soto isn't playing right now to his potential. And, you know, I think as fans, we have to be optimistic, but we also have to live in the present, and we also have to say what the real issues are with this team, because otherwise, if we don't voice our opinion, how is the management going to know and the front office going to know? I mean, yeah, they try to say, like, we don't matter. You know, Aaron Boone will go on Talking Yanks and say, you know, the Yankees, you know, we don't care about the fans. We don't care about your opinion. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that are paying these players' salaries. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be making so much money. There wouldn't be as much pathways for them to go down as far as making millions of dollars. So it's up to us to contribute in their success and also call them out when they're not playing poorly. when they're not playing up
Yeah.
to their standard. And what was the other question you asked, Joe? I forgot.
No, I just wanted to know your opinion. Exactly what, how they're playing New York baseball style, and obviously,
Yep.
one thing too that I want to bring out to you guys. You know, we're all upset and everything, but guess what, guys? The Yankees are still getting 49 to 50,000 people every game, so it can't be that bad. Because if everybody was as mad as some of the people in chats, in podcasts and on TV and on radio talk shows, so I can't understand it. Um, you know, if it's good enough for people that are paying thousands and thousands of dollars, then we need to take a step back and
Yeah,
just
I
root
agree.
for the Yankees to go on.
I agree.
Because if they get a 20,000 people down, then I don't know. I'm just saying they sell out almost every game, and they're happy.
Charles, how did I bash the Mets? I didn't. I'm just saying what I feel. The Mets haven't played well.
Okay,
Why can't we call that out?
I just banned another user
You banned Charles.
again.
No, don't.
Oh my god.
Oh
Charles is
my
fine.
God!
Charles is fine.
Oh, you were talking about y'all Yankee. Which one are you talking about, Evan?
Yes.
I didn't want Charles to be called
No,
out.
no, I get him back.
Wait, was it? Was it?
Everybody's getting me really upset here for no reason. For no reason.
He
Wait,
just
Evan,
said,
was
don't
it?
bash
Evan,
the Mets because we're both not playing well. But I mean, I was asked the question and I wanted to give my opinion. So, but Charles is perfectly fine. He did nothing wrong.
No, of course not. Charles,
was it y'all
I'm
wannabe
sorry.
Yankee
It's 2
fans?
times that happened to you, but I'll get you back in no time. Don't worry about it.
Evan, was
sorry.
it you all wannabe Yankee fans?
No, it wasn't that.
Yeah, he was removed.
Okay.
He was definitely removed. We'll get him back. Let's but this has to stop. We have a great stream, and we have to and we got to move forward from this, guys. And it's just like somebody running out on the field. You're not going to get away with it, and you're not going to get away with whatever you're saying in the chat because you will be banned. So let's stop what's going on. Let's take a step back. You know what, guys? I think we've been on for a little over an hour. Let's call the stream. Let everybody cool down. Whoever feels that they want to vent in a very bad way. Maybe the Yankees will come back, win today's game, and we go back to normal.
Yeah, hopefully.
And
there's no pregame show today because it's 2:00, right?
Right. There's no pregame. Our show will be on at 8:00 tonight. 8:00 will be the post game, everyone. So let's hope it's a good post game. I will post the lineup.
We'll try and join. Me and George will be at Trent Thunder today. So
okay, that would be great. Enjoy, guys. Final thoughts, Evan, about today. Talk a little bit about today's game. Final thoughts, and we'll call in the morning, and we'll come back tonight. Hopefully in a much better frame of mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, Carlos Rodon is going to have to give us a good outing. Like you guys said before, the starting pitching hasn't gotten very deep, and we need Boone to not screw up the bullpen again like he's done. So what's the best way to do that? Let's have Rodon go 7 shutout innings, and then hopefully we have at least a 3-run lead or so, or something like that, and we can feel good about today's game. But at the end of the day, we have to put a lineup together that's going to be consistent. And I believe it's time to put Jason Dominguez back in the leadoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
When he was there, we were winning games. We had that winning streak before the All-Star break. And this team really needs something. They need a spark. And if they win today's game, then You never know what could happen. We face a tough Astros team again on Friday, but you never know. I mean, we're still in the playoffs, but at the same time, I don't trust this team to do anything right.
Is that we're at the stadium right against Houston, or is it in Houston?
We're home.
Oh,
No,
home.
we're home. We're definitely home.
All right. So
Your
Carl,
final thoughts.
yeah. In my opinion, the Carlos Rodon needs to go 7 innings. In my opinion, I think he goes 7 innings, two to three earned runs, 10 strikeouts or 11, 2 walks, 6 hits or 7 hits. And then my stars hit. Oh, we don't even have the lineup yet, but I would say probably Judge or Belly. So
Okay.
but I agree with Evan. I think we got to put Dominguez in the leadoff spot again, just to give a little spark. And then once when he was in the leadoff, we won games. So Grisham is has been struggling a little bit again too at the plate. So maybe we should put Dominguez back in the leadoff spot. So let's see. I'm looking forward to see what the lineup is today. So
Okay. And before I give my final thoughts, I do want to answer one more time about Juan Soto, and it's never going to be brought up again. I will never address this issue again. But understand, everyone, once and for all, the Yankees could have offered Juan Soto Yankee Stadium. The Mets would have offered Citi Field and another $20 billion. The Mets were not going to get outbid. If you remember, go back to that day. He was ready to sign with the New York Yankees. Jack Curry will come out to tell everybody that. Mm-hmm. What did the Mets do?
They
gave him a plane. Yeah. They gave him a suite. They gave his mother clothes. Give me a break. The Yankees offered $760 million. Are you guys out of your mind? We would have gotten no other players. But Steinbrenner was ready to give $45-50 million a year. The man he didn't want it. Even if Tampa Bay offered him the stadium, he would have taken it. Understand that. And why would you give Soto everything if you didn't give it to the man that deserved it in Derek Jeter or Aaron Judge or Mariano Rivera? What makes Juan Soto being here 1 year this tremendous, tremendous player? Come on, guys. Let's think with the head now. The Yankees did, and everybody in Yankee land will tell you they did everything they could with Soto. But when you're good, you're going to fly by yourself. You're going to get this. You're going to get. What makes him so special that he's got to have a luxury box with all of that? For what? I'm giving you $760 million. You can't afford that? Yanks, I mean, you're being very unreasonable. Very unreasonable. I'd like to see you do that. And you running a club. And don't you think all your other players are going to get so damn jealous? You think the Mets are all happy with what Soto's getting? It's like anything else, any other sport. You always want to be a champion, and everybody's going to be gunning for you. How can you justify giving all that extra stuff but not giving it to Jeter and not giving it to Don Mattingly? Don Mattingly, who's a better player than Juan Soto? He could hit, he could field, he can do everything. So please, don't insult Yankee fans. The Yankees had him signed to the very. It was. I have to go back in my emails. I got the text that he was signing with the Yankees at 6:45 in the evening. at 6:52, he signed with the Mets. So you're going to blame Steinbrenner for that? Steinbrenner didn't have a chance to match it. He took it. Don't blame the Yankees for that. And the Yankees came right back and did what they needed to do. They got Bellinger. They got Fried.
What's up, Ken?
They got different types of players. But come on, man, you gotta be a little fair here.
Mm-hmm.
They had him signed. I have to get back to that. I have to get back to that email. I got it from Jack Curry. He was ready and able. All of a sudden, the Met owner comes in. Okay, we're going to give you a plane. We're going to give you a luxury box. We're going to give you money for your mom. So it's all going to come out and a $50 million bonus. Come on, guys. When is it too much? When is it too much? Enough already. And to be honest with you, if you really believe that, then you're not then somebody's not a Yankee fan. They are not a Yankee fan. You're going to cater to one guy who spent 6 months here. 6 months here. And he gave all of, if you look at the interviews, he gave you this insight. Look what he did with the All-Star game. Oh, I didn't get picked and I couldn't get my $100,000. Are you kidding me?
One of the most powerful techniques.
Are you serious? Okay. I mean, give me a.
Dude, Demon D, get rid of Demon D. I'm telling you right now, these people. All right, Joe, you want to end this now? So
yeah, that's about that. That's it, guys. Let's all take a step back. Love you guys.
Because Soto. Forget about Soto. Soto is a Met. Let him enjoy being with the Mets. So forget about Soto now. Let's just focus on the Yankees and hopefully we can get back on track. That's it. Done. That's all.
Right. And Charles, if you are listening, I am sorry. The bottom line is went haywire with just a couple of people. With over 45 people in the eye, a couple of people can, it's round me up for no reason, for absolutely no reason, guys. Let's have fun in these chats. Let's root for the Yankees. Let's talk about life. That's what it's all about.
All right. Welcome.
All right, everyone. Well, anyway, we are going to end the chat. Please be safe, everyone. We definitely love each and every one of you. And God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. Don't forget, today you go to Ken the Ugly Truth channel.
Yep, play-by-play.
And you do the play-by-play at 2 o'clock.
And also
after that, at 8 o'clock, we will do our live stream here on NY Yankee Mania. In the meantime, any transactions, the lineups and everything you will see on NY Yankee Mania. So thank you so much. Please, everyone, have a safe day. And we'll see you at 8
And also, Joe, wait. Tonight is our Job on the Mouse show. Please tune in at 7:30. We have we're working on getting another guest for tonight, but our first guest tonight will be Ariel Epstein. She'll be joining our Job on the Mouse show tonight, so please tune in.
Great. Well, thank you. And guys, have a great day, and we will talk later on. And take care, everyone. Let's go, Yankees.